Chapter 8, Section 4, Executive Office of the President and the White House Staff. As we talked about in the previous section, cabinet leaders have divided loyalties. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're evil, and the divided loyalties aren't all bad. It forces the president to listen to people that may have a different perspective. So the executive office is different. The beauty here is that they don't have to be confirmed by Congress. And so this organization, this building, this whole building of people, you can see this is a satellite picture of it. It's right next to the White House. This is the actual side picture of it. Literally has total loyalty to the president. And so that allows the president to have people to work with him or her, whoever the president may be, that is totally loyal to the president. And see, these are some of the different breakdown offices within this. This is, again, a large organization with many workers. In some ways, we can see them as people the president can go to get things done. And you can see OMB, Office of Management and Budget. They're the ones that sort of start the process. Remember, the president submits the budget to Congress, and that all goes through OMB. And, so these advisors, they're kind of like workhorses behind the scenes. The actual White House staff, when it comes to, all the particulars of, running the president and the vice president's schedule, all the things that are happening, meeting with diplomats, all that stuff, they perform all that behind the scenes work. And so that's headed by the chief of staff. And, somebody has to be the gatekeeper, or else if everybody was standing before the president shouting, millions of people, it would be chaos. There has to be an orderly process for granting access to the president. And the White House chief of staff is that final step of getting to the president, and the president relies on them tremendously to give them advice. White House counsel, it's kind of like the lawyer. In some ways, there's no sense in proposing something or doing something that's just going to be ruled unconstitutional or just ruled illegal. And so that's where the president works with the White House counsel. Okay. And then when you listen to a press conference, if you turn on television and you see somebody standing in front of a podium with the White House logo behind it, that's usually the press secretary. And that person will answer questions daily, if not multiple times throughout the day, as things are sort of happening and people want an official response. The president will often give guidance to the press secretary in terms of what they're to say. They have to be very careful to delineate when they're talking on their behalf and when, certain statements are directly from the president.